Have you ever seen those videos online of people playing VR games, gawking at the experience for different reasons, and you just sit there watching the screen like, sure, it looks okay. You have more control of things in the world, that's cool, but, what you're seeing is fundamentally the same as what you already have. And it can't be healthy to have the screen so close to your eyes. No, you get by just fine with games as they are. Thanks but no thanks. Just like 3D, the gimmicks will be gimmicks. It will pass. Well, dear viewer who has never tried proper VR before, I'm here to tell you that I once shared this opinion, and I'm happy to say that myself and you could not have been more wrong. I'd like you to take a moment to look away from whatever device you're using to view this video, and pay attention to wherever you currently are. Examine your surroundings. Let your senses take in the size and scale and depth of everything relative to yourself. Pay deliberate attention to it all. Now move your head and body around a little. Note how you move and shift through your surroundings, though your surroundings stay put, something we all normally take for granted. Your environment doesn't warp or shift around, it's you moving through it, not the environment shifting with you. It's all pretty unremarkable, isn't it? Now focus back on your device. Have a look at this scene. It's quite nice, isn't it? Detailed, well lit, realistic perhaps, and based upon the image, we can have a decent idea of how big it might be relative to ourselves or the perspective of the camera. All the visual information is there to sell us the scene, and that is good enough, right? Wrong. This is the standard of viewing we've all been accustomed to and accepted since we were born. We can have bigger devices, smaller devices, higher resolutions, high dynamic range, all of which are wonderful ways to alter and enhance our viewing experience, but regardless of all that, the core fundamental experience remains unchanged. What we see is always a flat, 2D projection with its sense of depth locked in from the moment of recording. This is why you are wrong about what virtual reality is. Because you can only judge and understand what you are now seeing from that very same fundamental limitation of viewing media that we've all grown up with until now. Virtual reality is not what you think it is. You have never experienced anything like it before. There is no comparable experience for you to draw upon, so you don't know what you're judging. And you're wrong anyway. VR and augmented reality is without question the next evolution in our media. It will become the primary means through which our children and grandchildren shall interact with media. Immersion takes on a whole new meaning with VR. Have you ever seen a picture or a movie or a game and tried to imagine what it would be like to actually be there? And I mean actually be there, to feel the scale of the world around you, just as you do now wherever you are. Interact with it, engage your body so much more as nature intended, transport yourself to anywhere in the world and beyond, and feel the exact scale and depth of being there. Watch a movie in a private virtual theatre that you feel you're really in, accompanied with a perceptibly massive cinema screen just like the real thing. Can you imagine it? I bet you think you can, but you still have no idea. It's not something you can truly comprehend until you experience it. Then, once you do, you will understand. Ladies and gentlemen, virtual reality will be the new frontier for our society. Gaming is its biggest focus for the public sector at the time of making this video. But I assure you, it is only a matter of the technology maturing before we see it become a forefront in our education, social interaction, healthcare, work, and even fitness. It's going to fundamentally change the norms of our societies. It is tantalizing, uncharted waters of possibility in a world where our media has now become so stagnant and uninspired, and creative originality is at an all-time low. VR has so much potential to break us out of that stagnation, and I am very excited and passionate about it for both our gaming and lifestyle implications. My hope is to share this passion with you while also being a voice that is not just preaching to the choir like so many others do, but also for those of you out there who are uncertain or skeptical, that I may convince you to try. Trust me, you don't know what you're missing. You have never known anything like virtual reality before. If you can, go and give it a try ASAP. And I'll see you again very soon.